friends and family. What a pleasure it is to see you all here today. For those of you I have yet to meet, I'm Elena, the lesser known of the Bumgarner kids. First off, I would like to thank you all for coming here today to celebrate this lovely couple. A special thanks to our fantastic parents who have done an amazing job hosting such a special occasion tonight. All the effort, all the hard work, anyone would think that David was actually their favorite child. On a serious note, David, Nick, and I wouldn't be who we are today if it wasn't for you two, so thank you. Now getting into the good stuff. So if you don't know already, David and Nick are 2 years apart, and then I fall 3 years behind Nick. So David and I are almost 6 years apart. So of course, growing up, we had our differences. Growing up, I attended all the same schools as David. And on the first day of every year, my teachers would always ask me the same question. Are you related to David Bumgarner? Is that your older brother? As my face grew red and I became embarrassed in front of the class, I would always wonder, why do all these teachers like my brother so much? And as I grew up and got closer with David, I would look back and realize that my older brother, who would always make fun of me and embarrass me, was actually a really good brother who was smart, caring, and always nice to everyone around him, excluding me when I would get on his nerves. So that question that I always asked myself as a kid can finally be answered. My teachers always saw what I never did in him, and I'm so glad that I've grown up to realize how good of a brother I have, and I'm so lucky to have you in my life, David, and Eden is very lucky to have you in her life. Eden, I'm so happy that David brought you into all of our lives. Although we didn't start off as good friends, it's safe to say that you are one of my best friends and I can trust you with anything now. When Eden first moved back into Brevard, she went and lived at our lake house, and I would go and visit almost every weekend. One weekend I drove down and we were going to Clemson, which is about 20 minutes away from our lake house, and we were about halfway there when a dog came running out in the road. And I kid you not, it hit the side of my car. I didn't hit the dog, it hit me. We both immediately started freaking out and panicking. We turned around and searched for about 30 minutes trying to find the dog. Luckily, he ran off and was okay, but we waited and called for the dog, trying to find him. A few people stopped and tried to help us. It was very traumatic, but at the same time, it was good bonding for us, I guess. I tell this story because this is when I knew that Eden was good for David. She's funny, caring, smart sometimes, and just a great person to be around. There's no one else I would pick for David. Watching Eden and David together makes me believe true love exists. I am proud to be a part of this special day. Eden and David, may you find joy with each other each and every day from this day forward. My sincere congratulations. Remember this day as it is the day of your life together, as husband and wife starts. May you always find comfort, strength, and endless happiness in each other. Please join me as I raise a glass to these two newlyweds.